Question. A student in a mall walks 140 meters east in 55 seconds to go to his favorite store. The store is not open yet, so he walks 45 meters west in 21 seconds to go to another store. Calculate his A. average speed, B. average velocity. So the student walks on a straight line, and here is his start point, and here is his favorite store. And here is another store. And this direction is east. So he walks from the start point to his favorite store, and then he walks from his favorite store to another store. And the distance from the start point to his favorite store is 140 meters. And the distance from his favorite store to another store is 45 meters. Question A. So use the formula average speed equals the total distance delta d divided by the time interval delta t, and this equals. So he walks from the start point to the favorite store. It's 140 meters. And then he walks from his favorite store to another store. It's 45 meters. So the total distance is 140 meters plus 45 meters. And the total time interval is 55 seconds from the start point to the favorite store plus 21 seconds from the favorite store to another store. So this equals 2.43 meters per second. And question B. He starts from his start point and ends at another store. So his displacement delta d equals 140 minus 45 meters and to the east. So this is his displacement, and this equals 95 meters east. So for the displacement, we just check his start point and his end point. We do not care about what he did in the process. We just care about the start point and the end point. So now the average velocity equals the displacement and divided by the time interval, and this equals the displacement is 95 meters east, and the time interval is 55 seconds plus 21 seconds, and this equals 1.25 meters per second, and direction east. Look at this question. Drivers at the Daytona 500 Speedway in Florida must complete 200 laps of a track that is 4.02 kilometers long. Calculate the average speed in kilometers per hour of a driver who completes 200 laps in 6.69 hours. To answer this question, so use the formula, the average speed equals the total distance delta d divided by the time interval delta t, and this equals the distance delta d equals it's 200 laps multiply the length of the track 4.02 kilometer, and the time interval is 6.69 hours, and this equals 120 kilometers per hour. Question: a delivery truck heads directly south for 62 kilometers, stopping for an insignificant amount of time, and then travels 78 kilometers directly north. The average speed for the entire trip is 55 kilometers per hour. And A. Determine the average velocity for the entire trip in kilometers per hour. B. Why is the average velocity of the truck so much smaller than the average speed? The truck moves on a straight line. Its start point is here, and it stops at here. And it ends at here. The distance between the start point and the stop point is 62 kilometers. And the distance between the stop point and the end point is 78 kilometers. And the truck starts from the start point and heads to the stop point, and then it goes from the stop point to the end point. So first it goes to south, and then it goes to north. So this direction is north. Then A. From the formula of the average speed equals to the total distance divided by the time interval. And from this formula, we can get that the time interval equals the total distance divided by the average speed. And this equals the total distance equals to the distance from the start point to the stop point. It's 62 kilometers, plus the distance between the stop point and the end point. It is 78 kilometers. Then divided by the average speed, 55 kilometers per hour. And we get this equals the time interval is 2.55 hours. And then the average velocity equals the displacement divided by the time interval. And this equals the displacement is just the vector from the start point to the end point. It's this vector. And this vector is 78 minus 62 kilometers. And the direction is north. So this is the displacement of the truck. And divided by the time interval. The time interval is 2.55 hours. And this equals to 16 kilometers, the direction north, and divided by the time interval. 2.55 hours, and this equals to 60.27 kilometer per hour. And the direction is north. So this is the average velocity for the entire trip. And question B, why is the average velocity of the truck so much smaller than the average speed? It's because the displacement is different from the total distance. And the truck, it goes backwards, and the magnitude of its displacement is much smaller than the total distance it travels.